Alright, well my name is Naphong Vang. I'm the CEO of dancevs.com. And I'm a b-boy and I've been dancing for 3 years. Does anybody know what a b-boy is?
Yeah.
Anyways, I've been dancing for 3 years and I've seen a lot of problems in my community of dancers actually. A lot of times the events we organize, they're very local, they're very cut off. It's always the same dance crews fighting each other over and over again. They get really bitter at each other and they yell at each other's parents and yell at each other's moms. And these events occur semi-annually, they don't occur enough. And I feel like a lot of my b-boy friends have that issue too, and a couple of the surveys we've taken at dancevs.com support that people like to go to events like that. So I see that as a problem, and I think a solution for that is dancevs.com. What it is an online website that allows dance crews to compete on a city level, state level, and national level, and eventually international level. It allows people to reach out to different areas and spark new rivalries between dance crews, and also throws dancers in a dynamic global war where they can compete. Because a lot of younger people like to get involved with like games that have tracking and leaderboards and events like games like League of Legends. I don't know if you guys are familiar with them, but games that are free to play are very competitive. People love getting into that. The competition we have as dancevs.com would be video uploading websites such as YouTube and Daily Motion, and also there's some established b-boy websites like bboy.org and bboyworld.com. But I think what we have to offer that's unique is that we have that fun, entertaining kind of game aspect of a global dance-off. So the way it would work is new crews would register and represent their different areas or different cities. They could also pair up with other crews from different areas. These crews would initiate battles against other crews to influence different territories, as well as defending their own from attacks from other crews. Dance crews would be allowed to buy battle bucks, which allow them to make more offensive actions, and they can also purchase reinforcement packs that increase their offensive capabilities. The core values we believe that are very important at dancevs.com are the freshness of our idea, the design and feasibility, and the accessibility and utility of it. So we've been working on a website for this weekend, and we'd be proud to show you the progress we have on it.
Yeah!
Woo! So this is
yeah, it is kind of
Wow.
So our developer Ken made this beautiful website, and our designer Mark made the logo. So what we have here is the front line. So this wouldn't be the home page, this would be the front line. So when crews are logged in, or then they're registered and they're logged in, it would be show battles that are relevant to them. It'd show like battles that are local, that are that their friends are probably participating in. And as you can see here, we have the Cloud app.
Woo!
And they just called out dancevs.com. So let's try to put our 2 cents vote in there and see how it ends out. Oh, looks like everybody else voted for dancevs.com. So that's how it basically worked. It'd be like kind of like a hot or not between dance videos. And then also there'd be a real live chat down below, so people can discuss their favorite moves or their favorite dancers and how they can get involved too. Some other things we'd like to incorporate into our business would be an education system where people can learn the history of the dance, also tutorials, and I think that about covers it. So.
All right, thank you, DanceVS. Judges.
How much of this is functional versus how much of this is pretty pictures?
We have like a lot of it's just kind of concept. It's a work in progress really right now. The voting buttons, I see a lot of them are just placeholders right now. We can't really navigate yet, but we're gonna plan on doing that. So we haven't had that much time, and we only had one developer. Our team was really tight and really small, but we got a lot done, accomplished, I think, compared to other teams that had bigger groups.
What differentiates you from the bboys.org?
I think that, like I said, the game aspect of it, the fact that you can get involved with like a global turf war and you can, follow other places, and it's really dynamic, and people, if somebody's like secretly going around and taking over your territory, I think a lot of crews would be really interested in like getting online and being able to, defend their own territory and getting them out of there. And just also the stat tracking and the database of information from like your wins, like we were thinking of making different criteria for different dance crews, like their reputation, their skill, and also their activity.
So when I chat in the chat room, is it time synced to a portion in the video?
That could be a good function. I don't know if I think somebody gave a comment like they'd like to see like comments within the video, you know, for moves they really like, and I think that'd be a good feature to implement.
To differentiate yourself from just chatting about a video, you might think about doing something synchronized, like recording devices do
Yeah.
the apps and these.
Yeah.
So that you can see what did somebody say about a move, because those moves are probably pretty quick.
That'd be true, and also we'd like to eventually get live like battles to make it more authentic too.
What about social interface? I didn't see.
We have like a profile page where different crews can probably register and then kind of make logos and kind of get their name out there and allow people who are really, you know, it's like a really untapped community to kind of represent themselves.
Wouldn't you overlay that on top of like a Facebook thing or a Twitter thing?
We
or
could,
whatever
yeah,
else?
we could link it to those two. We were eventually going to get to that, but
I'm assuming people will in the background go off and do that to drive voting anyway, so you might as well
yeah,
hook it up.
yeah.
So I mean, I think the idea is really cool, and you obviously know the community really well. So I mean, obviously that's how you get people into it. So I mean, I honestly think that aspect of it is really, really, really cool. But kind of on the business model side, the one thing I picked out was like the battle bucks. But you know, other than ads or battle bucks, what's the business model for it?
Yeah, those would be our main ones. I mean, I think a lot of the community of dancers, they really respect like the free spirit of it, the non-organized portion of it. But I think a lot of our money can be generated from our viewers too. I mean, just like America's Best Dance Crew had like 76 million viewers for the entire like season. So I think we could tap into that market.
Like the apparel is really unique, right?
Yeah,
to
the
that.
apparel is really unique too. I mean, for the profile page, we were thinking of getting people to have their own different swag, like different shirts, T-shirts, and hats.
I think that might be a revenue stream for it too.
Yeah.
You help them find the apparel that's relevant to the marketplace, and that's a good value add for them.
And I think a lot of people would be interested in clothing like that too.
You know, when you roll this out, if you do roll it out, you're going to get copied everywhere. So you need to think about how you're going to use your brand. You're not going to be able to legally or any other way in the tech block them from trying to copy you.
Yeah.
You just got to make sure you stand out. So think about things you can do where all these people are going to carry your logo and your brand with you. That's part of being in there. Whether it's the swag or whatever it is, make sure your logo travels so you become the place. Because you only get one shot at that, and then it's going to be gone.
Exactly. Thank you.
All right, we got time for one more if you guys are done. All right.
Good.
Thank you, Dance VS.